Dear, thank you so much for your patience. We're going to start with our press conference ahead of the first playoff game against Rosenborg Trondheim. And I'm sitting here with Andreas Hanke Olsen, one of our players of Norwegian descent, Norwegian national player, and our head coach, Bo Henriksen. Please raise your hand if you have any questions, and then we will just go ahead with the questions. Pascal.
Yes, Andreas, let's start with you. Can you tell us a little bit how special it is for you to come back to your home country, play in the Conference League? Some interesting days for you, I guess.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit special, of course. I mean, I know also have a few people in Rosenborg that I know well, and I've played with, especially in the under 21 national team. So in that way, also special to see some friends. And yeah, coming back to Norway is always nice. So it's a good feeling.
Did you know of family, friends coming to the game? Did you get them some tickets? What do you know about the support?
Yeah, no, there is some family coming up to watch the game. The thing here in the distances are long, so they have to fly as well. So, but there are a few coming, and yeah, that's cool.
Well, you don't only know this country, you also know how to play international Conference League. What is your mindset going into knockout games? Is it like the pressure that helps you getting motivation, or do you try not to think about it and view it as a normal game?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, I think it's difficult to just hide the fact that that we're playing for something here. But look at it in a positive way, that we are gonna reward ourselves for a good season last year. So that's what we can do now, and make the season a good one by qualifying for the league stage. That would be a very good achievement for us.
You're coming back from a knee surgery. Played against Dresden some minutes. How do you feel about your knee, and are you close to 100%?
Yeah, it's getting there, I would say. Got some minutes now the last game, like you said, and it feels good. And to have some full training weeks has also helped a lot. And I feel like I'm just getting closer and closer to being 100%. I mean, I'm ready to play, and I feel fit. So I feel like I'm well recovered from that.
You players have quite a schedule nowadays. Every couple of days you have to play. Can you give us an insight on how that feels? You know that from the past. How intense is it?
No, it's a different challenge from what we had the last seasons. I mean, it's more games and less training, but I think that's something that at least most football players like, that you don't have to train that hard in the week, but you can play fun games and compete against other European teams that have done well in their league. It's also something that's really fun, even though it's intense. It's hard in periods, but it's a very nice challenge.
You've competed here in the stadium in the past. What do you think is ahead of you? What do you have to expect?
I think we have to expect a difficult game. Every time I've been here, it's always been hard. But yeah, I think everybody has to be prepared that it's going to be a tight and a tough game. So we're not going to underestimate anything, and yeah, we're going to do our thing, and then hopefully that's enough for a good performance and a good result.
I have some questions for Bo. What expectations do you have for the game tomorrow in the first leg?
I have a expectation that's going to be a tough game. Like Andreas just said, it's we know what they're capable of doing. We have analyzed them really well. We know it's a tough place to play, and in the end it will be intensive. It will be hardcore also with a fantastic atmosphere up here. But at the end of the day, we will play our game. We'll do our best, and then hopefully we'll get a good result. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be intense, and we love that. That's our game, and that's the way it has to be. And we love to come here.
Yeah, you mentioned that you've analyzed them well. How much did you know from before, and what have you learned through the analyzing?
Of course, we knew a little bit, and I also had one of the players here. I coached him before,
Yep.
and I know what they want. We know the coach pretty well as well. He was in Denmark as well. So many things we of course know about this team. But the main thing is, of course, the analysis has helped us a lot to see what they're capable of doing, and it's a good team. We know that, and it's going to be tough for us because they want to play good football. They are a really good passing side. They want to see if they can play their way out of the pressure. And when they do, they're dangerous. So we have to defend really well. We have to be intensive as we normally are, and then hopefully we can get a good result.
Yeah. Rosenborg finished 4th in the Norwegian League last season. You finished 6th in the Bundesliga. How would you compare the level of the two teams?
That's not my job to compare anything. My job is to win the game, and I have totally respect for the Norwegian league. I've been coaching the Danish league for many years, and right now Norway is number 12 in the coefficient list in Europe, and I think Denmark is number 15. So this is going to be a really tough opponent to play, and at the end of the day we have the biggest respect to come here. We love the weather, and hopefully we'll have a good game tomorrow, because it's everything. We have everything here, and it's a fantastic pitch, and we love to play tomorrow.
Do you consider yourself as favorites in this playoff, and if so, how much do you take the opponent into consideration?
No, but of course we didn't. It wasn't probably not the easiest draw that we had, but it was probably not the easiest draw either that Rosenborg had. So at the end of the day, the main thing is, of course, we are favorites. We will take that on us, and that's how it is. We should be. We have, of course, playing the Bundesliga, and that is, I think, says it all. So at the end of the day, but everything in this game is going to be possible, because we are playing against a really good side, and of course they're game of the year.
Yeah. Finally, what would be a good result for you in this first leg?
And we want to win every game we play. So of course to win, it's a fantastic result. A draw can maybe also be a possibility if let's see how the games develop. But the main thing, we are here to try to win, even though we have the biggest respect. But the most important thing is that we know this is over 2 games, and nothing is going to be decided tomorrow night. Hopefully it will be decided when we come to Mainz in 8 days.
Yeah, just a final question. You mentioned that you know Salnes, and during the analyzing, was there any standout players that you caught your eye?
No, but hey, listen, I think there are many really good players. Islamovic up front, side on the left side, and Norli, I know him as well from Danish football. So they have many good players. So we know that. We are prepared for that. We know how they play, how they want to try to play their way out of our pressure, and we're looking forward to that. But we have the biggest respect, because there are some really good players in this team.
Thank you.
Yeah, Bo, more than 1,000 fans from Mainz will be there tomorrow. What do you think about that?
No, but it's I just told the players today in the team meeting as well. I said, listen, I don't know how much it costs, but it probably costs over 1,000 euros per person to go all the way up here. I haven't seen any straight flights here, from Frankfurt. So it's the end of the day. It's extraordinary that our fans is with us in a so important game. It's the comeback for the Conference League. It's of course a game that we've looked forward to in 9 years. It's unbelievable, 9 years, and for us it's a massive game, and you can see that, and our fans are coming here to support us like that. Unbelievable. That's the only thing I can say, and that also shows that all the tickets has been sold. Also, even in front, that we didn't know the date, we didn't know the opponent, and I think 21,000 was sold before we even knew the date and the opponent. So I'm just talking about the fans are extraordinary, and that's what we love. And I think it gave me a little bit of goosebumps that I actually heard that there were so many people coming here, and to see this comeback, and hopefully they will enjoy the game, and we will do our best for them.
It's actually well over 1,000. It's 1,300 plus in total. So we're quite happy.
Crazy,
with that.
yeah.
It's crazy, but great. It's the good crazy.
Yeah.
Now, arriving here with this massive game, as you said, ahead, did you already for a second to think back to last season and what you have accomplished as a team and maybe got a little bit proud again?
No, I think the most important thing for us is always looking at the next game. And hey, so looking back at the last season, yeah, we know we were good, but we know also, not only as a player but especially as a coach, you know that it's always the last game you get judged by. So at the end of the day, it's all about the next game. We are only thinking about the game tomorrow, and when we are finished against Rosenborg, we'll think about the game against Köln we have on Sunday. And I know the Norwegian teams, they have a FA where they enjoy themselves and give them a break for every week, and then and that's okay. I love that, because that's also a part of it, and I love that they're doing that. But for us, it's fantastic to play every game, and for me, the most important thing is tomorrow. And then we look after that, how it looks, and how many players are fit for Sunday. But this is our final, you know. We have talked about finals for, I don't know, a year and a half, and since I came, and we had to survive, and all the players were extraordinary, and now we have another final. And to have that in the beginning of the season, what more can we wish for, you know? We always normally had to have the final in the end of the season, and I remember the last games of the season in Wolfsburg, where Hanke was unbelievable and was going crazy on the floor after the game, and also of course last year's game against Leverkusen was also unbelievable because of the intensity and the way we played, and we got ourselves in Europe. So we have a final now. This is a dream.
Now we've already heard that Nelson White was not with the team here. Is there any possibility that this whole topic has an influence on the performance of the team?
I would say 0 to 1%. And I will say that because everybody knows, and now we have talked already in this press conference too much about him, because at the end of the day, everybody knows in this business that when you have 1 year left and you're 20 years old, then of course it's going to be a little bit difficult to claim a spot, and so that's how life is, and really I don't want to use more energy on that, because it's out of my hands. It's on somebody else's hands, and it's a decision, and that decision had consequences no matter where we are, who we are. The club will always be number one, and that's how life is, and he knows that. And the most important thing for me is that the guys knows that. You know, the guys know that this is just we're not a bad club in that way. We are actually a fantastic club that actually takes care of all our players and do everything we can for them. So at the end of the day, I think it's a small topic, and I don't have any more right now to say about it. I don't want to use time on it, because I want to use time on the most important thing, and that is the guys.
You had quite the intense game on Monday. How are the other players feeling? Is someone injured, or is everybody?
No. It was a fantastic game. It was a crazy game. It was a good coulisse and a good atmosphere there, and everything was really good. And we had no injuries, which was the most important thing. We also saved a few players that was not 100%, and now I think we are there where we are close to be where we want to be. Of course, there's Hanke maybe needs 1 or 2% more, 3% more. Then he should at his 100% his best, because of course what he has done for us is also amazing. And at the end of the day, we put a strong side out tomorrow as well.
Last question. I asked a similar question to Hanke, but in front of such a big game, do you try to push the players even further, or do you maybe more try to calm them down, don't get them too nervous?
We just need to give them love, you know, and as long as we do that, then I think we have a good chance, you know.
Thank you.
That's a wonderful way to end the press conference, I think.
Good ending.
Thank you so much for your attention, and we'll see you all tomorrow for the game.